Tip-off goes to the Hornets. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Kawhi Leonard out there with James. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After the basket by Charlotte. Screen by Antetokounmpo. From 20 feet. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
It's James on the wing. Fires the 3. James can't get that one to fall. Here's Charlotte. Pippen, pass to SGA. Inside. Here's O'Neal. And it's rejected.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Now here's Curry. Good D by SGA. Just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice shot from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Leonard's shot's good.
Claw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
And here's Pippen. Pass to O'Neal. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Here's Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense. And I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game now. Free throw drops for Leonard. And Leonard drops them both.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Leonard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Durant. Here's Pippen. Three-pointer, no good. The Kings trailing. Pass to Curry. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Curry. Shoots over SGA. That's good from Curry. On the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Now here's Pippen. Back to SGA. Lets it fly. They can't stop the run with that one. 1:44 left in the first quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that's just an assertive play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing a foul and still getting the shot off.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Leonard. Pass to O'Neal. Now SGA. Leonard defending. 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. The dry spell continues. The Kings lead by 3. And he lobs it up top. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's O'Neal. Yet to see a basket. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Explosive move by Kawhi at the rim. The defense had no answer there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Charlotte. Charlotte calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Johnson, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Number 35, Larry Johnson.
Here's Durant. Still no points. Pippen outside to win the cold spell. Fires in the triple.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
Antetokounmpo finds James. From 9 feet out. And no good, trying to use the glass. Charlotte trailing. Pippen pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going for the lob. O'Neal inside. Check by James. Back to SGA. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. It doesn't go for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Sacramento on top. They lead by a bucket. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
Kevin Durant is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's O'Neal in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Curry finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists tonight. Leonard against SGA. Pass to Pippen. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Now Leonard. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's SGA. Pass to Pippen. Fires the 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Now here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. Outside Durant. The 3 from Wembanyama. Charlotte again missing. The Kings lead by 4. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Leonard looking over the floor. Shot blocked.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside.
Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Leonard outside. The 3. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Charlotte.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
It's James on the wing. There's the strength of the King.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Charlotte. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. Wing shot on the way. Again, Charlotte.
Boy, really good vision, very unselfish. That's why you run offense through Scottie Pippen.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Leonard. And here's Curry. Shoots over SGA. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
And he lobs it up and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got 8.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8 points now.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Sacramento leading by 3. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Offensive board. Chamberlain, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
SGA passes to Pippen. Off target with the 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Sacramento on top. They lead by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The Kings lead by 3. Taking a look at the Kings. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's James. And it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's SGA. Pass to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets a very good look and converts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Pippen really has a good eye for the floor. I mean, he sees open guys and knows exactly how to get it to them.
Basket counts. And the Kings lead by 3.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Outside Durant. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Hornets foul. Scottie Pippen. First personal foul. First team foul.
James deciding where to go with it. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that's not going to stop Curry.
Nothing you can do about that defensively. I mean, sometimes Curry just knocks down really hard shots.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. From the high post. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Curry. Leonard outside. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Pippen. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. O'Neal inside. Leonard's there. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Way too strong down low. O'Neal, a dominant force near the basket.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. And so here's Sacramento. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo with it. Pass to Curry. Puts the move on. And he connects with a jumper. Curry's got 13.
Huge night for Curry in a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on James. Durant for 3. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Curry. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Durant. Let's go with a 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
SGA against Curry. Now Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Taking flight, Scottie Pippen going upstairs.
1:06 left in the third. The 3 from Curry. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Back to Durant. SGA against Curry. And stolen by Leonard. And he drives in. Oh, look out! Here comes Kawhi.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Wembanyama. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Curry. Launches it from deep. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Durant, pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. For the lead. He drops it from range. Pippen's got 5 points in the quarter. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Hornets. They lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Victor Wembanyama, also Kevin Durant out there, and it's Pippen in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And it's the Kings with the ball after the basket by Charlotte. Back to Curry, puts up a 3. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 6 assists in the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Hornets. To the paint. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on LeBron James.
Well, you can't afford to bite on this. I mean, once Durant has you in the air, the rest of it is elementary.
Durant. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handles, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
He hits the second from the line.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
The Kings trailing. Now Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. And another Sacramento 3.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pippen with it. Now guarded by Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Rebound by Sacramento. Chamberlain's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo against Wembanyama. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
The Kings call timeout. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Shot is good by Curry.
Straight up, Curry is as good as anyone and perhaps the best we've seen from three-point range.
SGA against Leonard. Durant fires! Oh, the long ball, no good! And here's James. Leonard! Oh, off target from downtown! Here's SGA. Pippen outside. Leonard with a double team. Durant! Oh, how about the long-range shooting of Durant?
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 2-point game. Now Curry. Now Leonard. Fires the 3. Durant with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Durant. Oh, got a piece of it. Striding in. Giannis. Both hands there for a little extra.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Now here's SGA. Curry with it. Now Pippen defending. Now Antetokounmpo. James fires. He drills the wide-open jumper.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor. Big bucket from a big man. Shaq is special.
Sacramento leading by 4. Pippen right side. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. SGA hits them both.
We've come to expect this from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama there for the rebound. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. Couldn't tie it up. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Kings, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Timeout called, Hornets. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
On offense, here are the Hornets. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page and fast.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Shooting for Sacramento, Giannis Antetokounmpo, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And the Hornets call time here. 12 seconds left in the final quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Okay? They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
James with a steal. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, LeBron James.
Shooting
2
2.
shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Oh, missed on the tray. And so it's Sacramento with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
go. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got James Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Johnson in at the point. Now, SGA. After LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
Antetokounmpo passes to LeBron. Back to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Garnett outside. Leonard looking around. Pass to Jordan. For three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
McGrady kicks to Giannis. And there's the drive. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. SGA passes to Jordan. Outside Leonard. Garnett high post. Yep, that one goes in there.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension and when he's able to get up on that low block?
McGrady outside. Off target from three-point range. Outside, SGA. Jordan with a screen on LeBron. No good from Jordan. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Chamberlain with a screen on Leonard. LeBron kicks to McGrady. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back over to you guys.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's SGA. Garnett the pass to Jordan.
And that's a great job by Giannis of altering the shot.
Good D by Giannis. Johnson with the bounce pass. And again, no good by Chicago. McGrady against Leonard. Here's Shaq. Chamberlain with the block. And a wide open look for James. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac. Tracy McGrady.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Garnett. Leonard, that's for 2. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Johnson. Back to James. Another one falls for Chicago.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points. Just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Leonard finds SGA. Garnett outside. Trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. O'Neal is double. Leonard the pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Johnson. The good-looking shot from the wing. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go. Chicago trailing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to LeBron. Empty that time from Leonard. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Kings lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Kings here in this one so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
With Devon sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Garnett. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's SGA in at the 1 spot. Now, here is McGrady. No scoring in this one. Pulls up on the wing. They get the rebound. Out to Tacumbo. Finds James. Count that bucket. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
A nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Jordan with it. Covered by Giannis. Right side, Jordan. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. And here is Johnson. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to LeBron. And stolen by Leonard. Leonard running the floor.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Here's McGrady. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. McGrady's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now, here's SGA. Clock at 4, and stolen by LeBron. Johnson in the corner. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now, here is McGrady following the miss by Michael Jordan. Back to McGrady from past the arc. And the Bulls, another 3.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
2 minutes.
Pass to Jordan. Back to SGA. O'Neal sets the screen for SGA. Shoots from 12. Good D by James. Bulls leading by 3. McGrady dishes to Johnson. Back to McGrady. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Leonard. Now here's Garnett. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. Trying to end the drought. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Giannis kicks to Johnson. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Chamberlain with a screen on Leonard. Garnett with the block. Jordan the pass to SGA. Jordan against Johnson, 14 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. James finds Johnson. A 3-ball. LeBron, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Over Giannis. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. In Chicago, they lead by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at James, what a contribution.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Well, this is the level of performance we've come to expect. What a hat from him.
The Kings trail. So for Chicago right now, we've got Chamberlain. Oh, Shaq climbs the ladder.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Johnson. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Giannis against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Johnson, the pass to McGrady. Johnson with a screen on Jordan. And Chamberlain with the stuff. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
SGA against James. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Garnett finds O'Neal. 6 to shoot. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Shaq from downtown. That one no good. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. James outside. No good on the 3. LeBron's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Pass to Jordan. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sacramento again missing. Jordan against James. Now here is McGrady. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
SGA passes to Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is his first free throw of the game.
Back line for your Kings, Michael Jordan, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan.
The drive, the willpower, of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat you.
And both free throws good for Jordan. The Bulls with the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Johnson, that's for two. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
SGA passes to Jordan. Garnett with the screen for Jordan. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside, James. McGrady against Shaq. Shoots over O'Neal. The shot by McGrady, no good. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Yeah, the strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Johnson with the bounce pass. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Sacramento moving it around. Giannis against Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Over onto Antetokounmpo. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Chamberlain a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. A second chance effort. And Chamberlain drops it in. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Shaq with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Jordan. Oh, Jordan right on the defense.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bulls lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. With Divac sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Garnett is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Michael Jordan, and it's Shaq in at the 5. Puts it up from 7, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that ties it up.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Johnson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Off target with his 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And taken away by Johnson. It's tipped. Jordan with the steal. Leonard dishes to O'Neal. Doing what he does best, Shaquille O'Neal.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
James, the pass to McGrady. And the 3 off target. And SGA has got the ball here for Sacramento. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Oh, they get it back. Oh, Garnett, a Impressive.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive play.
The Bulls call timeout. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. SGA against LeBron. Now Jordan. Outside SGA. Missed on the three.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
He nails it from 11.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
And you can just see their confidence is growing.
Onto the Kumbo. Giannis automatic inside.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
SGA fires. Johnson rips down the board. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Chicago.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Got it to go.
He just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
LeBron against SGA. Just 5 to shoot. Can't get it. The Bulls leading. Here's Johnson. Now James. No good. 1:21 left in the fourth. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal sets the screen for SGA. He drills the three.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
It's James. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeBron with the muscle inside.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Jordan nails the jumper.
And I think hitting that championship-winning shot his freshman year of college, Jordan has brought that clutch gene with him to the pros.
Now here's Johnson. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
SGA up top, covered by LeBron.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Now James. The three is off. And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now Jordan. Gilgeous-Alexander. It misses. The Bulls call timeout. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Johnson with it. They've got Michael Jordan. Garnett is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shaq in at the center position. Shot clock at 6. Now James puts up a 3. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Jordan with a screen on LeBron. Jordan against Antetokounmpo. Jordan inside. It's off target. The Bulls leading by 3. Now Johnson. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Tracy McGrady. One shot.
Free throw good, McGrady.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Shaq with a screen on Giannis. Now SGA. Count it! And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Chicago. Leading by 5. Launches from deep.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
So the first of 3 is good, and that increases their lead to 6. He makes the second free throw, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that stretches their lead to 8.
It's showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Outside Jordan. Now O'Neal. Chet punishing the defense inside.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Shaquille O'Neal, one shot.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
LeBron against Leonard. James. Garnett pulls it down. The Kings trail by 5. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Garnett. Outside Jordan. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now O'Neal. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Yep, that's going to go in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Timeout called by the Kings. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Gilgeous-Alexander against LeBron. And here's SGA. James slips down the rebound.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Chamberlain down low. SGA defending. Just 5 on the clock.
So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Cooper in a shooting guard. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Here's Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Garnett no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to James. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's McGrady. He's covered by O'Neal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pump, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. And it's SGA missing.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Pass to James. James double team. Outside Johnson. From the high post, he drills it.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Cooper passes to SGA. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. O'Neal.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. James outside. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Leonard. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cooper. Back to SGA. Screen by O'Neal. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to O'Neal. Can't connect from short range.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Johnson. Pass to McGrady. The three is up. O'Neal pulls it in. The Kings trailing. And there's the lob. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Yeah, the length of Giannis is tough to deal with. He uses it to perfection to come up with steals.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Leonard. SGA, a screen on Antetokounmpo to the middle. Chicago with a rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Gotta stay up on James, or he will go right up with that shot.
To the inside. Here's Garnett. That one goes in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard on the take. And the dunk by Leonard.
Some serious intensity from Leonard, driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
Down low. And Giannis with the jam.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Cooper. No points yet. Ooh, they pick off the pass. James passes to Chamberlain. And he banks in the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. puts up a deep three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Chicago, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
James is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Johnson, and it's McGrady in at the shooting guard position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
Cooper passes to Garnett. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Bulls. James passes to Johnson. Here's McGrady. Pass to James. Shoots over SGA. Again, the Bulls score.
Making it look easy. LeBron just so comfortable from that range.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's the pick. Leonard for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Bulls leading by 10. Pass to James. Antetokounmpo outside. Chicago passing it around. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
SGA looking around. Here's Cooper. He's scoreless from deep. SGA. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And that one's good. James.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Brian, back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Johnson. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. James passes to McGrady. Unloads. It's hauled in by Garnett.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cooper. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And And it's Shea hitting the three.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Pass to Johnson. Here's McGrady. Money from the wing. McGrady's got 7 points for the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Garnett. O'Neal on the wing. Fades back. Chicago with a rebound. Antetokounmpo finds James. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's McGrady. The three is up. Leonard pulls down the board. Outside, SGA. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. That'll do it for the first half. Chicago ahead. They lead by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so in the game for the Kings, we've got Kawhi Leonard. And it's SGA in at the one.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Now here's SGA. Pass to Cooper. Back to SGA. Chicago with a rebound. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's McGrady. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Kings trail by 20. Here's Cooper. No points so far. Outside O'Neal. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's McGrady. No good on the triple. Cooper passes to SGA. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Nails the wide-open jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Here's James. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Pass to Cooper. Back to SGA. The three. Chicago with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Johnson. James inside. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. McGrady. Off target from outside.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Pass to SGA. Sacramento passing it around. They get it again.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Cooper. Fires for three. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's McGrady. Leonard defending. Here's McGrady. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Leonard. And again, no good by Chicago. Kings trail by 18. They've been having major problems offensively.